All right, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at an oldie but a goodie. This is Transformers Generation 1 Windcharger, one of the original six mini bots there from the 1984 toy line. And yeah, no, this is a pretty cool little figure. I mean, I've had a version of this mold before since I've had the reissue of Tailgate for a few years now, but still, I've always been kind of endeared to Windcharger, so it's nice to finally get this guy. I've been slowly but surely kind of making my way through the G1 mini bots. I have a little over half of them now. I believe that there are 17 total, and I have now what, 9 of them, so that's about as close as to half as you could get. So yeah, I still, for the first year guys, I still have to get Huffer and Cliff Jumper, and then for the second year guys, I need what, Beachcomber, Powerglide, and Cosmos, and then the third year guys, I need Outback Pipes and Hubcap. I'm not going to bother with the off-color Bumblebee and Cliff Jumpers or Bumper, because Bumper is really hard to find for a decent price. And also, I'm mostly just interested in the ones that were in the show. But yeah, no, here we have Windcharger, and he's a cute little mini vehicle here. Mine is missing I just got this guy off eBay. Mine's missing the rub sign on the front there. You can even kind of see where it used to be. There's a slight, discoloration there, but not the end of the world. If I really want to, I'm sure I could find one to replace that. But yeah, no, he rolls decently well. In terms of comparisons in this mode, just for the standard one, here he is with Kingdom Sideswipe for whatever that's worth. For another Windcharger comparison, here he is with the only other version of Windcharger that I have, which is the Reveal the Shield Windcharger, so you can see what they look like together. And then here he is with all the other G1 1984 mini bots that I have, and then also plus Tailgate, because they're the same mold. They actually have more differences on them than I thought they did. I never really consciously realized that the hood was a different shape here, so that Tailgate has the Autobot symbol in the middle versus the one on the side of Windcharger, and then there's obviously some stuff in robot mode too. But there's basically, what I'm saying is there's more resculpting on this guy into Tailgate than I thought there was. But yeah, that's what they all look like together. Obviously, I've got a few other mini bots, but I only brought out the ones from his year and the one of his mold just to show him off with all of them. But it's always fun to have a little collection of these guys. I feel like they really shine when they're all kind of together, and it's a nice little display there. But yeah, obviously, being a G1 minibot, his transformation is super duper simple. You just take the back section here and fold it out like that, and then it has that that mechanism where you fold it open, it automatically kind of pushes it to the side to sort of separate the legs here, which on him and Tailgate, I always find I kind of wish it was just an actual little slider, because it always wants to kind of bend the legs in like that so they don't sit totally straight out, which is, it's a nitpick on a guy like this, but worth mentioning. And then for the arms here, you just slide them out, and then what's different between him and Tailgate is you also slide them down a little bit as well. So they kind of sit more proportionally like that. And there we have Windcharger in his robot mode. And yeah, it's cute. Obviously, it's very different from his robot mode design, but the general shapes are there. And then yes, again, like I said, for vehicle mode, on mine, he is missing the Autobot symbol on the chest there, but I already have some Autobot stickers. I'll just put one on after this video is over. But yeah, obviously, in terms of articulation, not a whole lot. The arms can just rotate around, and the knees can bend, but they're so loose that I don't really know what that's useful for. So mostly you just have him staying there, and then you can have him point if you want. He does, if you leave his arms up, like this, I feel I don't know, the proportions look maybe slightly better like that, but then you can also, because of that slider joint, you get a little bit of range like that, so you could have him, kind of splay his arms out to the side. They don't really stay in place most of the time, but it's something you could do. If you just bring them down halfway, then the shoulders are a little bit further down, but you can still use that mechanism a little bit, and then they stay in place a little bit better. And it is also kind of a tight lock for them to slide all the way down, which is a little bit worrisome on an old figure like this. I don't know if this guy, I'm assuming this is an original one just because it's missing the stickers and it's a little scratched up. And also I feel like the only reissue that they did of G1 Windcharger was the keychain version, and he doesn't have any keychain loops on him or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure this is an original one, but I can't quite find the, oh yeah, maybe there's the stamp there. Let me take a look at that. So on the back of his leg here, it does say 1974 and 1988. So I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, because I'm assuming that, you know, because this guy wasn't actually even released till 1984, that the 1974 must have been like the original manufacture date when it was still an unreleased product, part of either Mysterion's or Microchange question mark. I'm not entirely sure how the whole history of that pans out, and then maybe this was one that was released, you know, like re-released a few years into the G1 toy line, which is why it's 1988. So like, whatever, original enough. I don't really care, honestly, if it's a reissue or if it's, you know, one of the original ones. As long as I have some version of these molds, it doesn't really matter to me which is which. But I don't know, I thought that was kind of interesting when I saw that there. But yeah, no, in terms of comparisons in this mode, here he is again with Kingdom Sideswipe, just so you can see what it looks like with an average size deluxe there. Here he is with Windcharger from Reveal the Shield, so you could see, you know, how they look together. I feel like they look pretty cool together. Here he is again with Tailgate, just so you can see some of the differences here. Again, I'm not entirely sure how many. I mean, I know like most of the sculpting differences are the differences between Windcharger and Tailgate, but I'm not sure how many of the other like weird mechanical differences are a difference between Windcharger and Tailgate, or between an original and a reissue. I'm not sure, because for example, the like arm sliders thing where it like comes down like that, that's not present on this guy at all. His just slide out to the side, and they slide out to the side at a bit of an angle where they angle back a little bit. Again, I'm pretty sure that's a difference between Windcharger and Tailgate, not just like a difference between, you know, the original and the reissue, but I'm not totally sure, so I'm just covering my bases there. But that's something I'd never really knew about. Like, I knew that this stuff was like resculpted so that the head was different, obviously, and you know, it wasn't totally surprising to me that the front of the car was resculpted a little bit, but I wasn't aware of that. But I definitely didn't know about the whole, you know, mechanism change. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, does Tailgate have that? I've been doing Tailgate wrong this whole time. And then I pulled him out. I was like, no, he definitely doesn't. So I don't know. It's just making them slightly proportionally different, I guess, but still kind of a neat difference there. And then last but not least, here he is again with the other 1984 mini bots that I currently have. Just missing Windcharger, or just missing Cliff Jumper and Huffer there to have the original 6 all set there. But yeah, no, a pretty cool little figure overall. I like the G1 mini bots. Definitely, I feel like of the like years of the mini bots, the 1985 guys are by far my favorites in terms of like design and stuff like that, and just the 2 I have are my favorite of the mini bots that I own. So I don't know, I'd like to get the rest of those guys, but really I would like to complete the whole set, and now we're one step closer. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to them. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Without further ado, here we have Transformers Generation 1 Windcharger.